Hello, I'm going to show you how to play the banker's game for practicing subtraction with regrouping. So what you need to do is have a place value grid like this and something to represent hundreds, tens and ones. So you need to start off with 4 hundreds in the hundreds place here of the place value grid. And the objective of the game is to spend those 4 hundreds. Now, you're going to need either a 10-sided dice, or I'm using a number generator online. I've just typed into Google number generator and you can specify that you want numbers between 1 and 10. So let's say that I rolled a 6. So I want to spend 6 and get it out of this and over here. Now, I can't spend 6 ones right now, so I'm going to need to regroup. So I'm going to regroup one of my hundreds for some tens so that I have something to use. Now, 100 is 10 tens, so let's make sure we line that up. Now, I can't take the deans directly from over here. I can only spend what's on my place value grid, so that's why I need to do this. So, where we go, we've got 10 tens. So now I can take this 100 away, and I've got still 100 here made out of 10 tens. So I started off with 400s. How much do I have now? 100, 200, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 400. So it's still the same number, but instead of making it with 400s, I've made it with 300s and 10 tens. So now I wanted to spend six ones. I still can't do that. So I'm going to need to regroup one of these tens for some ones. So if I line these up, one of these sticks of 10 is equal to 10 ones. So let me just make sure that lines up. There we go. So now I can swap this stick of 10 for 10 ones. So now I have 3 in hundreds, and now we have 9 tens left. So let's check 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390. Add 10 ones is 400. So I've still got the same number, but I've regrouped them so that we've got, instead of 400s, we've got 300s, 10 tens, and 10 ones. It's still the same total. Now finally I can actually spend the number that I rolled on the dice, or the number that I generated, which was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So finally I've actually spent some of my deans. So now I've got 394 left, and it's a good idea to write that down so you can record what you're up to. 394. Now, say that I rolled a 2. Great, I can now spend that, that's fine. So now I've got 392. Now say that I rolled an 8. Oh dear, okay, so I'm not going to be able to spend that right now. I need to regroup. So if I've got 392, I'm going to have to regroup another one of these 10s for 10 ones. Just make sure you don't mix it up with the ones that you already had. Let's see. Okay, so I can regroup another one of these 10s for these 10 ones. So now I've got 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 391, 392. So you can see we have still got the same number. I haven't changed the number. I've just regrouped it so that it's easier so that we can actually subtract that number of ones. So I wanted to subtract 8 ones. I can now do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can spend those 8 ones. And now I've got 384. We can keep going. The objective is to spend as much money as you can in a set amount of time. So say if you played for 10 minutes. As you're playing, you might find that you run out of ones to use on this side as you go. So what you might have to do is on your spent side, you might have to also regroup and regroup 10 of these for one of your sticks of 10 that you haven't used yet so that you can keep playing. I'm just going to show you how the first calculation that we did there relates to column subtraction when we do it on the page. So, 400 take away 6. Column subtraction isn't an efficient strategy there, but for the purpose of demonstrating regrouping, this is helpful for us to see. So 400 take away 6. Got my 400s. Now there aren't 6 ones that I can take away. So I'm going to need to regroup one of the hundreds for 10 tens. Now we already checked when we did this before. 10 tens. So on my page, I can do the same. So there's not enough ones. There's not enough tens, so I'm going to need to go over to the hundreds and regroup these 400s. So instead of having 400s, we're going to keep 3 of them here in the hundreds, 100, 200, 300. And now we've got 1 of the hundreds, we've regrouped into 10 tens. So you can see here in the tens place, we now have 10 tens. Right, can we take away 6 ones? No. So now we need to go and regroup some of these 10 tens. So instead of having 10 tens, I'm going to regroup one of these tens for 10 ones. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's check. Ooh. Okay, so you can see that that's equal value. So I'm going to regroup this 110 for 10 ones. I'll put them into the ones place. So let's do that here. So now, instead of having 10 tens, we've regrouped one of them for the ones. So now we have 9 tens left. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9 in the tens place. And now I've got 10 ones. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I've got 10 here. And finally, I can actually subtract 6. So if I take away 6 ones, I've got 4 left. I've still got 9 in the tens place, and I've got 3 in the hundreds place. So it equals 394.